everybody, this is Erin Weed coming at you from Girls Fight Back headquarters in Colorado. And tomorrow is June 12th. And June 12th has always been a very difficult day for me. It was the day that Shannon McNamara was killed 9 years ago in 2001. And I wanted to kick off our first ever Girls Fight Back TV, which is going to come at you, by the way, every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be delivered to your inbox, or if you follow us on our social networks, we'll post the link. But every week we want to give you a tip. And it's not necessarily going to be always self-defense or personal safety. Sometimes it'll be bigger than that. Sometimes it'll be mental health. Sometimes it'll be taking your peace back, which is really what I wanted to talk about today. Because for the past 9 years, leading up to June 12th and the week following June 12th has always been kind of a disaster for me. And I think the same is the case for a lot of Shannon's friends and family, just because that day is just so entrenched in our memory as being just really, really bad and really, really difficult. And we're reminded of the loss of Shannon McNamara. And I've kind of decided that I want my peace back. And I knew that for a very long time. I knew that that was the reason that I started Girls Fight Back in the first place. It wasn't to be a self-defense expert or a ninja or, go into law enforcement. I've always been a very ordinary woman, and I will always be a very ordinary woman in that department. I don't enjoy fighting. I just wanted my peace back, and that's what brought me to my first training, and that's what still drives me now. And I would say for the most part I do have my peace back. Most days of the year I'm filled with joy and gratitude of all the things that have been given to me, the doors that have been opened for myself and for the mission of Girls Fight Back. But this June 12th day has just had a wrangle on me always. I've always tried to fight it, and I've always tried to deny it, and sometimes I just kind of completely gave into it and was just an absolute wreck. But this year I want to try something different. And so the first ever tip in the first ever GFB TV is how to get your peace back. And I've identified a major, major life lesson in all this, and that is that no one is ever going to show up on your doorstep with this beautiful little package with this pretty little bow, and inside is going to be your peace. And you're going to say, oh, why thank you. I shall enjoy it. It's just not going to happen. You have to choose it, first of all, and then you have to seek it. Now, some people might be thinking, well, why wouldn't I choose peace? Of course I want peace in my life, but everybody knows somebody who surrounds themselves with constant drama, constant bad things, always seems to happen to them. I think on some level some people are uncomfortable when they are feeling at peace, so they seek out things to make them not peaceful. So it is kind of a journey to even get to the place where you can choose it. But then after you choose it, you got to seek it. You have to put it into like a business plan, like you're the CEO of your own peace. That's what you really need to do. And so I'm going to try this out this year. So I don't claim to be an expert on it by any means, but I'm going to try it this year. And I've decided to try it by replacing some of the stuff that haunts me about June 12th and replace it with some really good stuff. So I've kind of narrowed it down to two main words or concepts that haunt me on June 12th every year. And the first one is death. June 12th to me represents death. It represents loss, specifically loss of one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my entire life. The second word that June 12th has represented historically for me has been vulnerability. It has been a reminder that people are attacking women, people are killing women, that it's scary, and so those are the two big things that kind of run through my head around June 12th. So I've already chosen peace in my life, and like I said, for the most part I have it, but I want to choose it for June 12th and the surrounding days, so I'm going to seek it. I'm going to seek it by replacing it with two new words. And the first one is life, which is death's opposite. And I'm going to represent life tomorrow by, first of all, completely immersing myself in nature. I'm going to go on a hike in the mountains. I'm so lucky that I can just, like, within 20 minutes be deeply entrenched in a beautiful mountain with flowers and animals and all sorts of cool stuff. It's just a wonderful place to live. But I'm actually going to kick that life thing up a few notches by bringing my baby. He's a 9-month-old little boy named Miles. I'm going to bring him with, and it's going to be his first hike. And for any of you parents out there or who just love a child, it's just so amazing to be able to see the world through a child's eyes, because they notice these things that would just never grab you, So to take him on a hike, I think it's going to really show me life in a whole new angle and with so much more beauty. So that's how I'm going to spend my morning. In the afternoon, I'm going to focus on, or actually more like the evening, I'm going to focus more on the other opposite of vulnerability, which is power. Specifically girl power. And you all who know me know how much I love the girl power. And I'm going to reclaim this power on June 12th by getting a bunch of my favorite girlfriends here in Colorado together. We're going to go downtown Denver. We're going to be all glammed up. And we are going to drink Cosmos. And then we are going to see Sex and the City 2. I can't think of any better way to celebrate girl power than be surrounded by people like Carrie Bradshaw. So these are going to be my attempts to get my peace back on June 12th. And I have no doubt in my mind that in the background it's going to be there. And I think the day that it's completely gone is probably the day I should walk away from all this, because at the end of the day, I mean, everything that's happened has been for Shannon and for her memory and for so many other women to benefit from it. And I'm really excited in the coming weeks. We're going to be sharing with you guys some really cool stuff, like a new website and lots of success stories and just some really amazing things that have come out of the legacy of Shannon McNamara. But for the sake of tying up today's GFB TV, your exercise is this. First, ask yourself, are you at peace? Second, ask yourself, do you want your peace back, if the answer was no? And if you want it back, seek it. And you can seek it by identifying what's haunting you and replacing it with something else. So I hope you get your peace back, because you deserve it. Peace out.